What is up, my beautiful fellow Cancers? Trust your intuition for guiding you to this 2023 reading, all about what your spirit guides want you to know, what your ancestors want you to know, the important messages from your celestial guides for you this year. So we're going to break out the Wheel of Fortune, and we're going to direct clear energy into this. Clarity, accuracy, the ultimate divine guidance into what Cancer needs to know for this year. What's the divine message for Cancer from Cancer's ancestors? Let's go. 2023 message. We have death coming out. Okay. This could be a death of a loved one. I'm going to be honest with you, Cancer. That could be the energy, but I feel like with death, it's always about transitions. This could even be your death, and I don't mean your literal physical death. I mean, this is the death of the old you, what you had attachments to, you know, what you thought you were at the beginning of this year. I don't feel like you're the same person. Like, this time next year, you're going to be like, the fucking shifts I went through are insane. Like, I am not that person. That's what I'm getting for you, Cancer. You are just going to be a totally different person by the end of the year than you are right now. So that's the first major message I'm getting for you. So I'm grabbing my ancestor cards for your ancestor message, because it just goes, right? Tell me what Cancer needs to know. All right. Back to basics. Simplify, reduce, center. I actually really love that energy coming out with death, because, you know, after death, it's the afterlife, right? It's a state change ultimately. So you kind of go back into the swirl of spirit, back to basics. So that's a really good card to kind of ride off of that death card energy. And then we have open to love, relationships, passion, fulfillment. So if you've been single, Cancer, or you've kind of just been like, and maybe it's intentional that you're like, you know what, I ain't got time for these motherfuckers out here. I think that might change. That might be something that's coinciding with the death card energy. I feel like every part of you that you know now is kind of going to be shedded. At least every part that you've kind of been wanting to get rid of. You know, you're like, okay, I have a few vices I know I need to get rid of. I know I need to let go of these attachments. I feel like you're doing that this year. And your ancestors are guiding you the whole way. So there's no way you can fail at this. But I'm 100% getting that you are not going to be the same person by the end of the year. Wild. Flip the deck over? No, don't flip the deck over? Okay. What does Cancer need to see? What is the message? Wow, thank you. So we have the Lovers in reverse and the Hermit upright. Virgo energy, Gemini energy, two major arcanas, Cancer. All right. What's the other energy for Cancer? The Eight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. So Cancer. Okay. What I'm getting with this, the Hermit is all about enlightenment. Going inward so much, doing the shadow work that you can't do nothing but reach the light. I feel like you've done that through and through over the years, especially during this pandemic. I feel like that's what you've been doing. You've been working on yourself. And now you're this very, very enlightened being. That's what this lantern's about with the Hermit. You're very enlightened, Cancer. With the Lovers in reverse, though, it's really interesting with that open to love card coming out, because I feel like this has been you lately, right? The Lovers in reverse, I don't need no man, I'm independent. I feel like this energy is switching. In reverse, this can also be about a lack of alignment with something, but I feel like with the Eight of Wands, it's almost like someone's coming in for you. That might be a message for you, Cancer. Just in love, this energy is turning around. I'm kind of getting that. Like, there's someone swooping in and changing your view of love, or, you know, what you thought you were going to be into. Like, maybe you were just like, you know, settled into independence and you were like, I don't really need anybody. That energy is shifting. The universe is telling you to open yourself up to love. Tell me more for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? Tell me more about Cancer being super enlightened. And I'm noticing the Death card coming out near the Hangman, which is all about a perspective shift. So you are very enlightened right now. Witch braid. So, you know, they say when you have a witch's braid, it kind of gives you access to a certain realm, and you're able to kind of like It's almost like a poppet, like a divination tool where you're able to kind of either channel or, you know, do something very, very magical. Like it's almost like a control energy with that. I feel like you are, it's like the power is in your hands in some way. I'm almost getting something with lineage too with braid. Your ancestors are really working through you. They might even work through your hair. I'm kind of getting like a hair energy. With like all these people have like very interesting hairstyles. She also has braids. Very interesting. And braids kind of resemble DNA, Cancer. You know, the spiral. So I feel like there's something about DNA energy the universe wants you to know about, like ancient lineage, ancient knowledge, which could even mean a baby is coming in, or, you know, death and rebirth. There could be a child coming in for you. Back to basics, I'm getting that too, especially with that child walking on the card. And I feel like with the Hermit, which is kind of like a solo dolo energy with the Lovers in reverse, mixed in with the Eight of Wands, it's like, yeah, someone's coming in to shift that for you. I'm hearing you don't have to be strong anymore, and I feel like they're kind of laughing about it. Energy with the love, the heart in the middle. Yeah, you got energy. Lightning strike. Stop trying to please everyone. Everyone is a whole lot of people. Protect your energy. So this is all about you being sacred and only letting a certain few people in. I feel like that's open to love energy, but it's not like, hey, everybody come on in. It's like only a few people will have access. That's why you've been shutting yourself off, because you're like, not everybody has access to me. Like not everybody should have access to you, Cancer. But you are going to let someone in, which is interesting. Charm for Cancer. Yes, dolphin energy. And I'm hearing dolphins they say are the only, you know, animals that have sex besides humans for fun. Who knows if that's true? This could also be a mermaid energy, but I'm getting go with the flow, have fun, playful energy with open to love. So it's almost like you're just really enjoying yourself. You're out here having a good time, and this person comes along out of nowhere, opening your heart up to love. I feel like this was just kind of like very unexpected and random, but very meant to be, Cancer. Give me more. Another message from Cancer spirit guides. Neptune in Cancer, of course, in the second house. So Neptune is very, very like ethereal, dreamy, watery energy, very deep, very spiritual. Cancer is the mother, so you could be becoming a mother. So Neptune is associated with Pisces. I don't even see this come out on the side here. There's a banana. Yeah, there's a phallic energy. Cancer, some of you I feel like are getting it in this year. I feel like that's a message from your spirit guides. Like you're opening up your doors to somebody, your walls to somebody. In the second house is all about value. So there's this energy here where someone's like floating to you spiritually on your vibe, Cancer, and I feel like they're of value, like you're realizing their value and you're opening the doors to them, which is really interesting because I feel like you haven't done that in a long time. But there's this huge energy in here where you're not going to be the same person at the end of the year that you are right now. So just keep that in mind, Cancer. There's a whole lot in this energy, but I hope this resonated. If you're interested in a personal reading, head on over to themoonempress.com. Otherwise, I'll check for you in another 2023 reading or a moon phase reading.